walk into the ring with a wee blue like crocheted heart. My dad had one, Drew has one, and my wee sister has one. He was holding one when he was in the hospital bed when he passed away, so I kept that and got to the ring with it.
At the age of 21, Jake Limond is following in his dad's footsteps in Scottish boxing. Willie Limond won British and Commonwealth belts and was still getting inside the ropes in his 40s. He loved seeing Jake and younger brother Drew carve out their own careers in the ring. But last year, at the age of 45, he lost his biggest fight of all after suffering a seizure in the build-up to his latest bout.
Went to the gym and got a phone call and it was the police, and I was like, oh no man, what's happened here? It's just all kind of just plummeted down on you, do you know what I mean? All happened at the one time, but it was just mental. It was a mental day. Then it's like, you go to bed that night and you're like, what is actually happening? Do you know what I mean? This is the deal, this is mental. So it's took a wee while to actually come to terms with it, come to like, grips with what's actually happened, the reality of the situation, but nothing you can do about it. You need to just get on with it and try your hardest for everybody else, you know what I mean? When it first happened, with my dad passing, I kind of, like, obviously it's a big hit, but first time me and Drew done was back in the gym, just obviously staying active, and I think that's been one of the main things that's helped me through this, like boxing and everybody around me. My dad was a funny guy that all my pals loved, and everybody that knows him loved him, do you know what I mean? It's not just, oh, Willie Limond the boxer, or it's not just, oh, boxing's you, your dad. It was everything. He was just a great guy, like, in general.
Jake and Drew have more than just memories too.
So my dad won that belt, the Commonwealth Boxing Council title. He won that against Joshua Lottie, and then went on to fight Amir Khan in the next fight to defend it. And then after the fight with Khan, he fought for the IBO title against Martin Watson, I believe it was. So that was kind of when he was a bit younger, and then Drew will tell you a bit about the other Commonwealth title he won.
So he won that against Eddie Doyle in 2013, but we couldn't go and watch it because at the time it was in SunSport Club, and they don't let, well, we didn't at the time let kids in, did they?
No.
But we seen him defend it twice. When he won his British title, he defended that as well. So he defended it first against Mitch Prince, who we know, and the next one was against Curtis Woodhouse for that and the British. But after his first defence against Mitch Prince, he came to my sports day. So the fight was maybe on the Saturday, and like the sports day was on the Monday. And he showed up, man. His face just looked like he'd been battered with a shovel. Like, he had a big sticky one, man. I was like, oh my god, man. But I think he still won the tennis race, so fair play to him.
The top one, this is in Drew's room, is his fight versus Arthur. I wasn't even born when the both of them fought. That was in 2003, I was born in 2004. And then the one at the beneath that is his fight against Kevin O'Hara, and that was for the Celtic. I think it was for the Celtic. That was for. He won that fight, and then up there, me and Drew were both at that fight. It was the Woodhouse one, and that's where he defended the Commonwealth that Drew was talking about, and he also won the British title.
Just glad we've got them, you know what I mean? And they're still in relatively good nick, so we just take care of it and just don't. We don't really bring them out, to be fair, but just glad we've got them.
And as well as the mementos, Jake has his own special tribute inked on his arm.
I got this tattoo after my dad passed away. So in Mexico, when he fought Eric Morales, they called him manos de acero, which means hands of steel. So obviously I've got quite a unique style of tattoos and stuff. So I didn't want to just get the boxing gloves or like one that said manos de acero. So the guy that I get my tattoos off of, Stephen Clark, he done a great job. He's done all my tattoos. He made like metal gauntlet boxing gloves, quite similar in the style of like my other tattoos and that. So he made like metal boxing gloves in the style of medieval gauntlets and put manos de acero at the top of it, which is quite good.
Tragically, their dad might no longer be in their corner, but Jake is determined to continue the Limond legacy in the ring, although it wasn't always how he'd seen it.
I was actually smart in school. I was dead good in school, and I was got accepted into unis, and I was like that. I was terrible at boxing. Like I was terrible. Drew was dead good at boxing, dead good at football, good at weightlifting, he was good at everything. I was just like, smart, and I was heavy good at art. And I was like, oh, you know, I'll give boxing a try, and I had my first fight and I just pure liked it. I wasn't great, and then obviously I've just continued on with that. So I've improved a lot now, but I wasn't good to start with. So I feel like the past few years, like as I've turned pro, especially this year, last year, I've, like, as I said, there's nobody trying harder than me. Like, I think everybody can back me up. Like, all the boys I've trained with and that, like all the boys I've sparred, they can see an improvement in the past years, and I think I believe I've improved major as well. I know how good I am. I know that, like, I'm not the most skillful, but I will give anybody a hard night, and if I give him a hard night, there's very little chance of beating me, you know what I mean? So it's the pressure that I put on myself, is the sense that nobody is going to walk at me, nobody's going to beat me easy, and if somebody does beat me, it's going to be the hardest night of their life, do you know what I mean? So that's the pressure I'm going in, and I'm expecting big things for myself.
And that blue crocheted heart will be with him every step of the way.
Everything I'm doing is partly because of him. Like, he's helped me get to where I'm now at, so obviously that's just there to remind me as well that whoever I'm in there fighting's not just against me, do you know what I mean? It's like against me and my dad and my brother, everybody. It's been quite tough, but I believe I'm tougher.